Let's see where we stand when it comes to the shutdown. It is now day 27 and a funding bill has failed to pass 12 times. The Senate returns this afternoon to start again, but the House is out of session for another week. Democrats want to extend expiring tax credits for health insurance and reverse the president's cuts to Medicaid. But Republicans want a separate bill to simply fund the government and then negotiate health care subsidies separately. And as it drags on, there's even more at stake for Floridians. A deadline looms for nearly 3 million across our state. The Department of Agriculture says, bottom line, the well has run dry. This is in regard to SNAP benefits, which will expire Saturday. It's the federal food aid program that helps feed 1 in 8 Floridians. Wink News reporter Summer Senni went out to the Harry Chapin Food Bank and tells us how they're preparing for the deadline.
Harry Chapin is doing the best that they can with the resources that they have. We saw a lot of pallets inside of the warehouse, but we also saw areas that were empty. But that's because there are trucks that are coming in that you can see here behind me that are getting ready to take those pallets out and send them to the 175 partner agencies that Harry Chapin has. You can see another truck coming in right now, ready to do just that. We saw inside the warehouse today applesauce cans of mandarin oranges, and while there is that food inside the warehouse and these trucks are here sending that food out, Harry Chapin is worried they are not going to have the food that people want or need. I spoke with the CEO Richard LeBur earlier today, who told me the SNAP program provides roughly 4 times as much food in Southwest Florida as Harry Chapin provides each year. So I asked him what the plan is to continue to be able to meet that need here in Southwest Florida.
We're talking to all our donors. We're out actively sourcing food. We're trying to raise money to be able to pay for getting additional food in here. We're prepared to ramp up like we do, in emergencies. I know that there are other avenues being explored, but there's nothing on the table that's going to provide us with 5 times as much food as we would normally have.
LeBur also told me they're going to increase distributions and focus on the populations that are particularly affected. There have been a lot of questions from SNAP recipients on how all of this is going to work, and one of those questions is, if the Senate doesn't reach an agreement by Friday and those SNAP benefits get cut off, what will happen then to those benefits? Right now, we don't know. The U.S. Department of Agriculture says they are monitoring the federal government closely and will notify people as soon as they can resume issuing benefits. The Senate is expected to vote again later this afternoon, so we'll see if Democrats and Republicans can come to an agreement. Another question is, will people have to reapply for those SNAP benefits once the government shutdown ends? You won't have to do that. Since the government is still processing applications, the Department of Agriculture warns that reapplying might actually slow down your application process. We have more answers to your questions under this story on winknews.com. And trust Wink News to continue to keep you updated on the government shutdown and bring you all of those updates both on air and online. For now, at the Harry Chapin Food Bank, Summer Senni, Wink News.